Thiru Mohan Parasaram, Thiru A.P.N. Swami, Thiru Dekan Murthy, Thiru P.N.K. Sri Ranganathan, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. It is a matter of happiness and joy to address all of you on this special occasion of the 75th birthday celebration of Swami Vedantha Desikan, organized by Taran and Yaga Brahma Ganasabha. The Vedanta Desika is an important figure in the history of Indian philosophy, as his work are an invaluable mine of information concerning his predecessors and what came to be later christened as Vishishta Advaita. This school of Vedanta has been largely influenced by the sage Sri Vedantha Desika gave it. It is a work of great synthesis that includes the Vedantika viewpoint and the theology of the Alvars and the ritualistic aspect of the Agmas. He was first among the early teachers of his school who wrote theology in the Tamil verse form. With a strong anchoring in the Vedas, Sri Vedanta Desika brought different voices together without excluding text and ideas coming from different backgrounds. Next only to Sri Ramanuj's Sri Bhashya, Sri Vedanta Desika's Tattva Mukta Kalapa and Sad Tusani are philosophical classics of the Vishishta Dvaita school of philosophy. The Sitankar of Sri Vedanta Desika's versatile endures in poetry, logic, and philosophical disquisition was his devotion to God as Sriman Narayana. The worship of God through icons was part of his regular devotion. His attachment to God was neither a sentimental feeling nor an emotional upsurge. It was intense love welling from the depths of his soul because of the hard austerity and deep meditation that he had practiced. It is said that Sri Desika was blessed by Garuda Bhagwan with an icon of Lakshmi, Hagriva, which he worshipped throughout his life. His murti is cherished in the shrine of the Parakal Mutt of Mysore even today. As Sri Hagriva is a murti reflected in the Vedas and represents knowledge in all its forms, Sri Vedanta Desika became a master of all arts, crafts and sciences. A Sarvatantra Swatantra, one who has command over all the arts and sciences. Born as Venkatanathan, Swami Desikan was honored with various titles that speak volumes about his greatness. Kavi Tarkika Simham, one who was a lion among poets and logicians. Vedanta Acharya, greatest Acharya of Vedanta. Ramanuja Daya Patram, unparalleled preceptor of Vishishta Devita philosophy in the lineage of Bhagavad Ramanujacharya. Swami Desikan was a multilingual genius who wrote in 8 different languages, including Sanskrit, Tamil, Pakusham, Manipravalam, and Soldini. Desika composed his poems in various poetic matters. Following are some of the compositions of Vedanta Desika that provide a glimpse of his mastery for poetry, logic, grammar, and philosophy. Hayagriva Stotram, a hymn on Lord Hayagriva, the Lord of learning, who bestows real knowledge to the reciter, banishing the darkness of ignorance from within him. Then Achyuta Satakam, 100 verses in praise of the Lord of Lords, Devanatha, in which Desika expressed his passionate love in the form of a bride. Then Bhagavad Dhyan Sopanam, 12 stanzas that describe the steps for meditating upon the Lord of Sri Rangam Ranganath Swami. The Savatar Srottam describes the 10 important incarnations of Lord Vishnu to protect the world and uphold the principles of dharma or righteousness. Daya Satakam, 100 verses, eulogizing the mercy or daya of the Lord Tirumala. Sri Suti, a prayer to Sri Devi, the goddess of fortune that is said to have been composed when a bachelor was sent to Desika, seeking financial help for his marriage. Since Desika himself lived a life of voluntary poverty, he took him to the temple of the goddess, sang Sri Stuti there. This culminated in a shower of gold coins, solving the financial problem of the young bachelors. Vairagya Panchkam, 5 verses that describe the importance of renunciation, Vairagya. And Hans Sandesa is a lyric poem of 110 verses. Reminiscent of Kalidasa's Meghaduta. It describes Lord Rama sending a message via a plan to his wife Sita when she was in Asokavan. Paduka Sastram, composed of 1088 verses on the holy sandals of the Lord Ranganath. In Tamil works also. Swami Desikan's works in Tamil are numerous, of which special mention should be made of Paramathabhangam, where he describes 15 different schools of philosophy and repudiates their validity and Ahar Niyamam, what we should read. That is relevant even today. Ahar Niyamam, where he describes the correct types of food to be consumed. Everyone should take care of it. Scholars of Sri Vedantha, Desikan's work, opine that a special feature of his devotional hymns is that the bija or seed of the mantras, which pertains to the respective gods and goddesses, are interwoven in hymns. The hymns are therefore a boon to those who neither have the equipment nor the time to chant. The mantras and earn the grace of the deities. For those who have not much time to read the big granthas or mantras, they are always beneficial. That's all everything. mere reading and repeating of Sri Desika's hymns will make one recipient of the fruit that accrue from the mediation of changing of the mantra. Such in the blessing that Sri Vedantha Desikan has left posterity. Several anecdotes and stories of Desika's life illustrate various aspects of his character. I wish to mention a few of them here. When a few are raised in epidemic form in Turuputkuji near Kanchipuram, Sri Desika is said to have composed two hymns, the Sodefa, Ayil Srota, and the Sudarsana Ashtakam. His prayers through these hymns were answered, and the place was rid of the epidemic, and people who had fled the place returned. The event also shows Sri Desika's concern, suffering of the common people. See what the prayer can do. He is very much there. Simply you pray. You have to do nothing. Pray with a pure heart. Heart has to be pure. That is the only one condition and nothing else. You should not forget. Ask him anything. We have every right to ask from him. We have only two hands. He has thousands of hands. In the year 1327, Rangam city was invaded by Malik Kafur, the general of Alauddin Khilji, who wanted to loot the temple and destroy its deities. Desika hid the main deity of the temple behind a newly built wall, placed a duplicate deity in the front. See, the common sense and wisdom. The smaller festival deity was smuggled out and carried to Tirupati, where it was worshipped secretly for many years. 12 years later, General Gopanna of the Vijayanagar Empire defeated the invaders and restored the city of Sri Rangam to its previous glory. Swami Desikan came back to Sri Rangam, established the ritual ceremonies for worship in the temple, which are still in vogue today. In particular, he established the chanting of the Tamil composition called the Divya Prabandhamas, and installed deities of the 12 all-hour saints for worship in the temple. I congratulate all those who have associated themselves in disseminating the message of Vishishta Advaita contained in the poetic and divine works of Swami Vedantha Desikan. I also congratulate Param Sri Professor Sri Rajgopalan Vasudevan for his pioneering research, and Sri Kaveri Ranganathan for his effort towards working for the Kaveri Naranmai Nariyam. My special appreciation is reserved for the office bearers and members of Saran and the Tyag Brahma Gan Sabha who have made this function possible. This is the need of the hour, very much needed now. We have to preserve the dharma, to preserve the dharma, which is necessary. May the noble hours and grace indeed unparalleled Swami Desikan inspire us, serve the divine cause, always as the cause of our nation. Nandri Vanakkam, Jai Hind, Jai Hind.